And now, it's game time. The cameras are ready. The following broadcast is a presentation of the ND Sports Channel.
To go. Grishal has it. Grishal puts up a long three. It's in at the buzzer! 10:50 to go here, and the faceoff is won by North-South onto the stick of Caitlin Armin. Armin feeds it in for Abby Promisberger! And Promisberger with the hat trick. 41-37, 4:25 to go here as the Kindred Vikings will work it down low. Another slam dunk and one. How about that? A slam dunk by Gavin Keller, and he got fouled on the two-handed throwdown. And he'll put it right on goal and right into the goal. Ethan Olsen on a free kick. Henningsgaard, as he tries to cut through the lane. Outlet pass into the corner there for Heinitz. Back over to Henningsgaard, wide open for three. Got it and one. Wow. And put your outfielders in left and left center because that one's going to left field and that's gone. That is a two-run shot for Kenzie McKinnon. It's taken away there by Carson Abrahamson. She has a breakaway, one-on-one, hard, she scores! 16 fouls, and the pass is intercepted by Overby. Overby has an opportunity to dunk it! He nailed it, the two-handed throwdown.
And now, it's game time. The cameras are ready. The headset is on. Without further delay, here's Mike Mason.
All right, welcome. Fargo South High School here on a beautiful sunny day in South Fargo. So sunny that the only thing you can see is the video on your home TV inside of the building. You can barely see things out here, but the good thing is I don't have to worry about that. Only our camera person does. So if our camera person struggles, it's because they're having a hard time seeing as well through the sun that's hitting us here. So we'll do the best we can. But yeah, thanks anyway for joining us today on this broadcast. We're here in South Fargo. Partly cloudy sky, I would say. Yeah, that's about accurate. They're looking up. There's some clouds in the sky here. And we're at 72 degrees. We're going to stay in the low 70s throughout the duration of both the varsity and the junior varsity game. It's strikeout cancer game here for both the varsity and the junior varsity, with any donations made on our website from midnight to midnight tonight, but especially during these games here, we will donate 75% of that donation to Strikeout for Cancer fundraiser here put on by Fargo South and Fargo North. So go to www.ndsportschannel.com/Let's Team Up and look for the blue gift box. Click on that. That's where you can make your donations for Strikeout to Cancer. And whatever amount you give, 75% of that is going to go to the Strikeout Cancer fundraiser here at Fargo South High School. Bruins the home team, the Spartans the away team. They're going to go through the non-starters first. We'll go through the Fargo North and Fargo South team profiles. They're 8-11 on the season, the Spartans are, and they're 4-6 when playing on the road and 5-3 against EDC opponents. They've scored 132, but their opponents have outscored them by one run, 133. They came out of the AB Clash winning 2 out of 3. They defeated Hillsborough Central Valley 9-6, Kindred Richland 13-3 in 5 innings, and Central Cass they would fall just due to a late comeback by the Squirrels with the final score of 5-4. Not saying that the Spartans couldn't have beat Kindred Richland, but they may have gotten some help from the team that they're playing today. And I say that for this reason as we flip over to the Fargo South team profiles. 4-6 on the year, 0-4 at home, still looking for that first home win. They're 1-6 against EDC opponents. 65 runs scored, allowed 117. They came out of the AB Clash 3-0. They won 8-4 over Northern Cass, where Addie Wagner would hit a home run in that game. And then Kindred Richland, a game that lasted 3 hours and 7 minutes, and they would knock off the Vikings by 18-17. And unfortunately for the Vikings, they had to play Fargo North that very next game. There was no break for the Vikings between games after that 3-hour marathon with Fargo South, which may or may not have helped, assisted a little bit here for Fargo North. They're going through the starting lineups right now. We'll join the starting lineups here in just a moment. But first, we need to take a break. And we'll be back after this here on the ND Sports Channel.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
Did you miss any or all of this live game broadcast? Not to worry. Over 90% of the games streamed on the ND Sports Channel are available on demand 24/7 under Game Rewind on our website, so you can watch the game anytime. You can also take advantage of the DVR feature and watch a delayed version of this live broadcast, and at any time return to live action simply by clicking the live button. Now you don't have to miss your son's huge game-winning goal or your daughter's set-sealing ace serve. ND Sports Channel, ND Sports Online.
This isn't Madison Square Garden. These drills probably won't make anyone a #1 draft pick. But these players are practicing for something important. While they work on their jump shots, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, how to deal with wins and losses. Skills that will make them winners long after they leave the court. Support high school activities in your community, because when kids take part, they get set for life.
Want to know what I like best about high school sports? I love watching my son run on the field. I love the fact that since he's been playing high school sports, he's making better decisions. And I love knowing that with the proper equipment, education, conditioning, and coaching, high school sports here in North Dakota are safer than ever before. That's something I really love.
This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators.
National studies show that students who participate in activities like music, sports, and drama not only have better grades and attendance, but they develop the character to handle adversity, the grace to accept defeat, and the self-confidence to start over. Take part. Get set for life.
All right, welcome back here. Let's go over your starting lineups here as they're getting ready for the first pitch, which is just right around the corner here. Once again, partly cloudy, 72 degrees here in South Fargo on the ND Sports Channel. Thanks so much for joining us here. Test. There we go. I heard a funky sound effect in my headphones, making sure that we're still on the air here. So we're ready to go here. Fargo South will be in the light gray T-shirts with pink numbers, while Fargo North will be in the black T-shirts with pink numbers here. Once again, it's a strikeout cancer event, softball game. Both the varsity and the junior varsity will be wearing the T-shirts today for today's game. And, well, let's be honest, it's not a bad day to play this game in a T-shirt. It's pretty warm out here. It's 72 degrees, which would suggest that it's cool, but there's a lot of sun coming through the non-existent partly cloudy skies, and and as a result, let's now pull up that starting lineup here if we can actually see it. There we go. All right, so for Fargo North, they'll be batting first in the top half of the inning. Be the right fielder, Alexa Hamry, first. Sophie Ochoa will be batting second and playing shortstop. Batting third in the third baseman, Ava Kalbrenner. Batting fourth in the first baseman, Sam Martin. Batting fifth will be the junior catcher, Alex Agee. Batting sixth will be the senior center fielder, Greta Rader. Batting seventh will be the senior second baseman, Sophie Cody. Batting eighth will be the sophomore left fielder, Sammy Sanford. And batting ninth will be the starting pitcher, the junior Gabby Oleg. For Fargo South, batting first will be your starting pitcher, the sophomore Maddie Esterby. Batting second will be the junior second baseman, Christy Torgensen. Batting third will be the senior left fielder, Mackenzie Schrader. Batting fourth will be the freshman shortstop, Addie Wagner. Batting fifth will be the junior third baseman, Chloe Bry. Batting sixth will be the sophomore first baseman, Maggie Basie. Batting seventh will be the sophomore catcher, Paige Schrader. Batting eighth will be the senior right fielder, April Hout. And batting ninth will be the junior center fielder, Kylie Fike. Once again, Alexa Hamry, your leadoff batter here, as we get ready to start the first inning here. And the first pitch comes across at 4:33 p.m. for a ball. Once again, Maddie Esterby, the sophomore, your starting pitcher here for the Fargo South Bruins here at Fargo South High School, just south of the brand new football/soccer field that they have here. Done a few games over on that field. It's a very nice facility. That one's going to be fouled away into the parking lot and nearly hit the person taking the cash at the entrance booth there. Fouled away for a strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Esterby will wind up for pitch number 3, which comes up high for a ball. 2-1. We'll see Sophie Ochoa and Ava Kalbrenner coming up this inning as well. Here's the windup in the 2-1 up high and maybe a little outside for a ball as well. 3-1. That one's a little high, and that'll walk Hamry up to first, and now we'll see Sophie Ochoa.
Next to the Spartans, number 6, Ochoa.
Ochoa with a couple home runs this year, one over left center, one over right center. Most of her hits have gone to left field, and everything else that hasn't gone to left field has either been a pop out or a ground out. Once again, we'll do our best to read all the stat charts here in the heavy sun. And if our equipment doesn't fry, we'll bring you the JV game as well. Pitch is a little high for a ball there to Sophie Ochoa. 6 pitches, 5 balls and a strike, 4 minutes into the ball game here. No runs, no hits, no errors for either team yet. And Esterby will wind up and deliver the 1-0 pitch. Right over the middle for a strike. Nice pitch there by the sophomore. Once again, around the bases for the Bruins. Maggie Basie at first, Christy Torgensen at second, Addie Wagner the shortstop, Chloe Bry at third, Paige Schrader behind the plate catching, and Maddie Esterby pitching. In the outfield, Mackenzie Schrader in left. You got April Hout in right, and Kylie Fike in center. And the windup in the 1-1. Inside and low. Now the throw out to second was not in time. That was a close call there. Alexa Hamry cut it very close. She gets credit for the stolen base, though. I'm not sure if that pitch was a ball or a strike. It should be 1 ball, 1 strike. And then whatever the last pitch was. Right now the scoreboard shows zeros. That pitch will come low into the dirt, and that will allow Hamry to get to third. That'll be a stolen base since the ball didn't get by Paige Schrader. Hamry will get credit for the stolen base, and it's 3 balls and a strike with Ava Kalbrenner on deck. Once again, Fargo North in the black jerseys with pink numbers, and Fargo South in the gray T-shirts with pink numbers. And I shouldn't say jerseys because the black ones are T-shirts as well. Wearing their school colored pants under below those T-shirts. If you need help identifying who's who, if you can't remember black and silver or black and gray. That won't come over. That was a nice pitch there by Esterby, and that's a full count now. 10 pitches, 7 balls and 3 strikes. 3 balls and 2 strikes to the batter, Sophie Ochoa. Runner on third is Alexa Hamry, nobody out. Once again on deck is the sophomore Ava Kalbrenner. Esterby will throw pitch 11 here. And it's a payoff pitch for Ochoa. On the last payoff pitch, she walked Hamry. That one comes up high, and she'll walk Ochoa, and that puts runners on the corners and brings up Ava Kalbrenner.
Next to the Spartans, number 10, Kalbrenner.
Fargo North dugout will start their 1-0 chant, representing the jersey number on Ava Kalbrenner, or it should say t-shirt number today. Once again, partly cloudy and 72 as the pitch will miss up high for a ball, 1-0. Ava Kalbrenner likes left field. Occasionally he's gone to center and right, but for the most part, left field. Outfield is playing spread out pretty evenly. There's not any major gaps in either left or right center at this point in time. Pitch 13 coming up here, and it's a 1-0 count to Kalbrenner. Here's the windup from Esterby and the delivery of the 1-0, and Kalbrenner will fire that one right back. It'll get by here over to Wagner. Wagner fires it over and got it there in time. Throw back over to third, will not get there in time, and it's 1-0 Fargo North. As Alexa Hamry scores, and Sophie Ochoa is over on third on a, it's not an official term, but a sacrifice ground out by Ava Kalbrenner. Goes into the books as a 6-3 ground out. Scoring Hamry and advancing Ochoa over to third. That brings up Sam Martin. And Martin will pop that one up foul. For a strike. 0-1. 8 minutes into the ball game here. 14 pitches, 5 strikes, and 9 balls. 1-0 lead for Fargo South. Make sure I got that on our screen, our scoreboard here correctly. Or Fargo North, excuse me. Yes, 1-0 Fargo North, and that is indeed how it appears up there. Pitch misses for a ball, 1-1 the count now to Sam Martin. Here's the 1-1. That one's going to be popped up. It could be a chance for Esterby, and diving for it was Paige Schrader. Unable to make the grab, though. Hopefully she's okay. Didn't get any sand burns on her arms or anything like that. It does drop for a strike. That's the positive for Fargo South. And now that gray color jersey has a little bit of brown mixed into it. They're slowly fading back into Fargo South Bruins colors, friends. Once again, 1 ball, 2 strikes to Sam Martin. Pitch 17 coming up here from Esterby. There's the windup and the delivery down low for a ball. 2-2. One away, and it's a 1-0 lead for Fargo South, as Alexa Hamry has scored the run for the Spartans. That one comes outside for a ball. So after Martin gets down 0-2 in the count, she walks. That one right back into center field. That will score Ochoa from third. And that's an RBI single, advancing Sam Martin up to second. So now it's 2-0 Fargo North. Now on a bounce, past the pitcher, past Wagner, into shallow center field. They'll wave Sam Martin from second around third. She will score, and that will be 3-0 now. Another RBI single for the Spartans.
Ladies and gentlemen, with that Stop timeout. It is now time for the first installment of Laffy Taffy Timeout. Tonight we have a special theme. I'm going to try to center them all around the color pink.
Once again, here to break the action. If you go to our website, ndsportschannel.com/let's-team-up. On that page, you'll find a blue gift box. If you click on that and make a donation, 75% of your donation is going to go straight to the Strikeout Cancer fundraiser here at Fargo South High School, and that is from midnight last night to 11:59 p.m. tonight. Any donations made in that time frame, 75% of those donations will go to the Strikeout Cancer fundraiser here between Fargo South and Fargo North. And once again, if our equipment stays cool, we'll try and bring you the JV game for you as well. As that pitch will miss out inside for a ball. Sophie Cody, the batter, runners on first and second. Alex Agee on second, Greta Rader on first. 1 ball, no strikes here for Cody. And the windup in the 1-0. 1 away, remember that, and that comes across for a strike right down the middle for a 1-1 count. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 2 runners on. Sammy Sanford on deck. Both of these teams coming off strong performances in the Class AB clash up at Mickelson Park, home of the Fargo North Spartans. Matter of fact, the Bruins went undefeated, 3-0 in all three of their matchups against Class B teams, including that 3-hour marathon against Kindred Richland, which ended in an 18-17 win for Fargo South. Swing and a miss. Agee steals third on the strike by Cody. That puts runners on the corners, and it's 1 ball, 2 balls, 2 strikes, excuse me. And that'll be grounded over to Addie Wagner. She'll throw it home. Here comes the play. Got her. That was some hard contact at home, too. Holy moly. Looks like Alex Agee's okay, though. That was a nice play by Addie Wagner, so Cody's on with a fielder's choice. Six-2 throw out at home. Greta Rader moves up to second base, and that brings up Sammy Sanford. Runners on first and second now with 2 out. So the pitch comes low outside for a ball to Sanford. If Sanford can get on base, we'll see Gabby Olick, batter number 9 in the lineup. Right now, Sammy Sanford, batter number 8 in the Fargo North lineup here for the Spartans. 15 minutes here. We're still in the top half of the first with 2 away and 2 runners on. And a 1 ball, no strike count. Esterby, the pitcher, winds up and delivers the 1-0 up high for ball 2. One ball, 1 strike. Swung on, and that's going to be into right field. Shallow right field. They'll send Rader from second, and they're going to hold Cody at third, and then that'll make it 4-0. On an RBI single by Sammy Sanford out in the right field. So once again, runners on the corners now, and Gabby Olick. Gabby Olick, batter number 9 in the lineup here for Fargo North. That one hit her in the wrist. At least I think it did. They're going to call it a fouled away pitch. No balls and a strike. Runners on the corners, 2 away. 4-0 for the Spartans. That pitch comes in the middle for a strike 2. Fargo North fans off to my right down the first base line. The Bruin fans off to my right and left and directly behind me. Crowd mic right in the middle of both fan sections. That one's going to come down low and over the edge, just above the knees of Oleg for strike 3. She goes down looking, and that ends the inning. They do get through all 9 batters, and 4 of those 9 crossed the plate on 3 hits, no Fargo South errors, and 2 left on base. Time of the game so far, 17 minutes. We're back after this on the ND Sports Channel. Watch all the games on the ND Sports Channel on your home television screen. If your smart TV, Blu-ray, Xbox, PlayStation, 4K, or DVD player has access to the YouTube app, you can watch the ND Sports Channel on your big screen TV right at home, both live games and replays. Simply click on the YouTube app on your smart TV, and with the remote, move over to the search button, type in or highlight ND Sports Channel, and then select the live feed or browse the game library and watch a previous game on demand anytime you'd like. We invite you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, www.youtube.com/c/ND Sports Channel. You can also watch live games and replays of games on your mobile device using the YouTube app, which can be downloaded from your mobile device's app store if it's not already on your device. Thanks for watching the ND Sports Channel, ND Sports Online. All right, welcome back. We are in the bottom of the first, and Fargo North leads Fargo South by the score of 4-0. They got those 4 runs on 3 hits, no Bruin errors, and they left 2 on base. Took 17 minutes to play the top half of the first. Now we're at the 19-minute mark of the game, and it is Maddie Esterby, who is 2 for 3 on her plate appearances here on the ND Sports Channel, as that pitch will come low for a ball. Side stat, the Bruins are undefeated when they play on the ND Sports Channel. We'll see if they can keep that undefeated streak alive here today. That one will come across for a strike. Just to clarify, that was this season. I'd have to go back and look at last season. I can't recall who all won and lost in all the games we played last year. Nice hit out in the left field. That one's going to be at least a double. No, she's going to put on the brakes, and she'll be on with a single down the line to left field. That brings up Christy Torgensen. Only 3 pitches, 2 strikes, and a ball. Up high for a ball, 2-2 on 4 now. 1-0 to the batter, Christy Torgensen, the junior. Maddie Esterby, the runner on first here for Fargo South. We'll go around the bases here for North. Popped up. Right over our heads.
Principal Todd Birch, let's hear it there.
Nice catch there by Gabby Olick on the toss from the fan, who made the catch on the foul ball there. That one will come across as another strike, and it's 1-2. The good thing is there's a breeze right now, so that will certainly help with the heat. Pass ball, that'll allow Maddie Esterby to get to second. 2 balls, 2 strikes as a result. Scoreboard shows 1-2. I think it should be 2-2. That one's going to be fouled away. Luckily, a station vehicle is parked far enough away. We don't have to worry about any, unless we get a power hitter going the wrong direction in the parking lot. But And that one will be fouled down the third base line. I do believe it's a 2-ball count. We'll see if the official gives us a hand signal on the count here. I don't think that's accurate on the scoreboard in the field. No help this time around. We're going to go with 2 and 2. Whatever it was, it's a strikeout now. Strikeout swinging, one away. That brings up Mackenzie Schrader. I guess it's Schroeder. So I apologize for that. Pitch misses, 4-ball. Mackenzie Schroeder is 1 for 2 with a hit out into left center field the last time on the ND Sports Channel. Swing and a miss for a strike, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now being grounded out. And the tag on it'll be Sam Martin on the direct ground out to first. They'll bring up Addie Wagner. First pitch to Wagner is in for a strike. Wagner's 4 for 5 on her plate appearances here on the ND Sports Channel. That one comes across as a strike as well, 0-2. 15 pitches for Oleg, 11 of them have been strikes. That one comes way up high. That will allow Esterby to get the third. That will go into the books as a wild pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now to Addie Wagner. 24 minutes into the game, 2 away here in the bottom of the first, and the Spartans lead 4-0. Pitch comes across on the inside edge for a strikeout to end the inning. We'll see the top of the order again for the Spartans. Alexa Henry, Sophie Ochoa, and Ava Kalbrenner through 1 inning of play. Fargo North, 4 runs on 3 hits, no Bruins errors, 2 left on base. Fargo South, no runs on 1 hit, no Spartan errors, and 1 left on base. Time of the game so far, 24 minutes. Alexa Henry will face pitch 33 from Maddie Esterby when we return after this on the ND Sports Channel.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level of my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
All right, we return now, top of the second inning. Alexa Hamry will step up to the plate now. She is 0 for 0. She was walked her last time at the plate. First pitch comes across for a strike on 33 pitches now. 16 strikes and 17 balls, 27 minutes into the ball game. We'll see Sophie Ochoa and Ava Kalbrenner this inning for sure. Hamry was walked last time. Now she faces an 0-2 count. Check that, a 1-1 count. Once again, Fargo North in the black jerseys and Fargo South in the gray colored jerseys as that pitch comes across for strike 2. Strikeout cancer softball game here, both the varsity and the junior varsity. Any donations on our website at anysportschannel.com/let's team up during today up until 11:59 p.m. tonight. 75% of that donation will go straight to the Strikeout for Cancer fundraiser here at Fargo South High School. That pitch will come low for a ball, and that's 2 balls and 2 strikes. So wind up in the 2-2 delivery up high, and Alexa Hamry's bat went even a little higher. So go with Sophie Ochoa now, and according to the PA announcer stats, that's strikeout number 2 for Esterby. It more than likely is. I just don't have that pulled up in the background at the moment. Now will be fouled away into the cage for a strike. 0-1. Almost to the 30-minute mark of the ball game. 38 pitches, 19 balls, 19 strikes so far here for Maddie Esterby. Now will be hit out into the gap in left center field. Ochoa is gonna put on the brakes as she rounds first, and it'll be good for a single, and that will bring up the next batter here for the Spartans, Ava Kalbrenner. 0 for 1 with a ground out to the shortstop, Addie Wagner, her last time at the plate. 40 pitches in 30 minutes, 20-20 on the ball strike split for Esterby. 4-0 Spartans here in the top half of the second with 1 out. And the windup in the pitch. Ooh, that one hit Kalbrenner right in the back of the neck. She'll go on via hit by a pitch, and that'll put runners on first and second and bring up Sam Martin. You didn't see it in the camera because I'm set up just to the directly behind the umpire, closer to Sam Martin, the batter right now, off the third base line. So if the camera was panned a little bit to the left, you might see me. You might. Well, I did tell our cameraman to try and keep me out as much as possible. That'll be a grounder right over to Addie Wagner. She'll throw it to third on the force out for Ochoa. And Martin's on with a fielder's choice. So Kalbrenner up to second, Sam Martin on first, and now Alex Agee, who's 1 for 1 with a single out in the center fielder last time at the plate, steps into the batter's box once again and takes the first pitch over the outside edge for a strike. 0-1. Two away here in the top of the second. No balls, 1 strike to the batter, Alex Agee. Baseball score for you. Park River Fordville Lincoln leads Grafton 1-0 after 1 inning. So that pitch will come up. I think it was high for a ball. We'll see what the 1-1 the count. And the windup in the 1-1, up high for a ball, 2-1. Round the bases for Fargo South, Maggie Basie at first, Christy Torgensen at second, Addie Wagner at shortstop, Chloe Bry at third, Paige Schroeder behind the plate, Maddie Esterby pitching, and right in left field you got Mackenzie Schroeder, Kylie Fike in center, and April Hout in right. And here's the pitch. Now it's going to go right into the glove of Chloe Bry at third base, and that will end the inning.
After the top of the second, Spartans still lead the Bruins 4-0.
So after 1.5, 4 runs on 4 hits, no Bruin errors, and 4 left on base for the Spartans. And Fargo South coming up to bat, batters 5, 6, and 7. Chloe Bry, Maggie Basie, and Paige Schroeder. When we come back after this on the ND Sports Channel, I'll be right back. Hi, this is Mike Mason with the ND Sports Channel. I started doing sports play-by-play on the radio in January 2016. I can't tell you how many big plays were missed because the station was still on a commercial break. It is our goal to never miss any of the action, which is why we have the game video and all of our promos and sponsor ads. The game will always take priority on the ND Sports Channel. That means you won't miss your son's 80-yard kick return for a touchdown or your daughter's crucial three-pointer to tie up the basketball game late in the fourth quarter. The ND Sports Channel, ND Sports Online.
This isn't Madison Square Garden. These drills probably won't make anyone a #1 draft pick. But these players are practicing for something important. While they work on their jump shots, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, how to deal with wins and losses. Skills that will make them winners long after they leave the court. Support high school activities in your community, because when kids take part, they get set for life.
All right, welcome back. We head to the bottom of the second now. And it is 4-0 in favor of Fargo North. Chloe Bry, the third baseman, will be the first batter here for the Bruins in the bottom half of the second. We'll also see Maggie Basie and Paige Schroeder. And the pitch from Oleg in for a strike. Just above the knees on the inside edge, 0-1. And a swing and a miss for another strike, 0-2. And that one will come a little bit low for a ball, 1-2. Once again, around the bases for the Spartans, Sam Martin at first, Sophie Kodia at second, Sophie Ochoa at short, Ava Kalbrenner at third, Alex Agee behind the plate, Gabby Oleg pitching. Sammy Sanford in left, Alexa Hamry in right, and Greta Rader in center. And that one's going to go towards Alexa Hamry. She'll make the running grab.
Batting next for the Bruins, Maggie Basie.
Maggie. Paige Schroeder on deck. Maggie Basie, the batter now, with one away here in the bottom of the second. It's still 4-0. That one's fouled away right above our broadcast station there. And good for a strike, 0-1. And that one will be fouled away as well. Right into the food truck. Ricocheted into the back of the pickup truck that is towing the food truck. 2 fouled away pitches, 0-2. 37 minutes into the ball game here. 23 pitches for Oleg, 17 of them have been strikes. Here's pitch 24. Did she complete the swing? We're saying no. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2. That one will be a strikeout. Basie thought it was going low, but it was high enough for the strikeout, and that brings up Paige Schroeder.
Next for the Bruins, Paige Schroeder.
So if Brad Anderson is watching, I want to apologize because I mixed up the Schroeder names for Davies and Fargo South. And I convinced him that I was confident in that. So I apologize, Brad. But I'm sure next season it'll be flip-flopped again. Let's see what happens. Schroeder 2 for 2 on her plate appearances, including 1 home run over left center against the Kindred Richland Vikings. Pitch comes up high for a ball, and it's 1-0. That one's up high, and it's 2 balls and no strikes.
Gotta bring 2.
That one coming across for a strike, and now there's a 1 in front of that 0 as it was 3 balls and no strikes until that pitch. Now it's 3-1. Here's the 3-1 delivery. Got a piece of it. Skipped off the top of the bat like a rock would skip off water. Back into the cage for a strike, and that makes it a full count at 3-2, and on 30 pitches, 20 strikes, 10 balls for Olick, and pitch 31 on a payoff. Down low in the dirt, and Schroeder walks up to first.
Next number 17, April Hart.
April Hart is the batter. She's a senior this year for the Bruins. Plays right field. Swing and a miss, strike 1. April is 1 for 4 with a hit out in the left field. Reach base on an error and a couple of ground outs on her plate appearances here on the ND Sports Channel as that pitch comes up high. Swing and a miss. Should be 1 ball and 2 strikes. There we go. Now they got that up correctly in the backfield, outfield. Scoreboard's right behind right center field. Swing and a miss. Out. Goes down on strikes. After 2 innings of play, Fargo North 4 runs on 4 hits and no Bruin errors and 4 left on base. Fargo South, no runs on 1 hit, no Spartan errors and 2 left on base. We head now to the top of the 3rd with Greta Rader, Sophie Cody, and Sammy Sanford. Batters 6 through 8 for Fargo North, and we return right after this on the ND Sports Channel.
It's the kid in grade school who paints her face blue and white before every home game.
It's the accountants and salesmen who give up their Friday evenings to referee.
It's the cashier at the corner convenience store who wears school colors on every game day.
What makes high school sports here in North Dakota so special? They do.
You do.
We all do.
This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
High school sports programs provide valuable lessons for practical life solutions, teamwork, sportsmanship, and hard work. Students learn self-respect through responsibility of their actions through high school activities. There are kids out there, coaches and parents, who appreciate sports officials for doing a tough job with class. More officials are needed, someone like you. Contact your local high school or the North Dakota High School Activities Association to find out how to become an official. A message from the North Dakota High School Activities Association.
right, welcome back. Top of the third. It's going to be Greta Rader. 1 for 1 with a single to left center field. It got by Esterby and it got by Wagner into shallow left center her last time at the plate. It's a strikeout cancer game between Fargo North and Fargo South, and that one's going into deep left field. And that will be good for a double, more than likely. Here comes the throw, and she's in safely. So Sophie Cody now reached base on a fielder's choice last time she was at the plate. She makes her 0 for 1. After 2 innings of play, Park River Fortville Lincoln leads Grafton 1-0 after 2 innings now. Keep you updated on that game. That's a baseball score for you, as that pitch will miss just on the inside of the inside edge of the plate for a ball 1 to Sophie Cody. 48 pitches, 24-24 on the ball strike split for Esterby. Around the bases once again for Fargo South. Maggie Basie at first, Christy Torgensen at second, and here's the 1-0 pitch. Up high for a ball. At short is Addie Wagner. At third is Chloe Bry. Behind the plate is Paige Schroeder, and pitching is Maddie Esterby. In the outfield, Mackenzie Schroeder in left, April Haupt in right, and Kylie Fike in center. And that one will be grounded foul right into the hands of Tim Howe. Strike 1. That's 50 pitches now, 25-25 in the ball strike split. Once again, strikeout for cancer game. If you donate on the little blue gift box on our website, ndsportschannel.com/let's team up, 75% of that donation will go right back to Fargo South, Fargo North fundraiser here for the strikeout cancer game. That pitch comes across as a strike, since we're talking about strikes. We'd certainly appreciate anything that you could donate, whether it's $1 or $100, $10, $1,000, anything in between is much appreciated. And that is a secure donation. You can also send a check to us, and if that check is dated May 13th, 75% of that check will go to the Strikeout Cancer Fund as well. Cody goes down on strikes, and that brings up Sammy Sanford. Runner on second is Greta Rader. Got there on a double to left fielder at her on bat two batters ago. Sanford 1 for 1 with a single to right field, and this one will be grounded foul for a strike, 0-1.
She had to bring it down and she slid under it. Yeah. She had to throw it at about at the knees.
No balls, 1 strike. 1 away, runner on second, Greta Rader. The batter, Sammy Sanford, 1 for 1 with a single to shallow right field. That one comes inside for ball 1, 1-1 the count. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 runner on. 1's across the board here for the Spartans. Now want to be grounded right into shallow left center. Good for another single for Sammy Sanford. And that'll advance Rader over to third.
Up next, number 16, Oleg.
Gabby Oleg steps up to the plate now. Oleg was showing bunt. He'll throw it up to second, but Sammy Sanford will stay at first. Scoreboard says 2 balls and a strike. Unless I totally was not paying attention. I don't know if that many pitches have been thrown or not. We'll go with it. That one comes inside for a ball. 3-1. The next pitch will be pitch number 60 for Once again, runners on the corners. You got Sammy Sanford on first, Greta Rader on third, Oleg the batter. S3 winds up for pitch number 60. 3-1, down the middle for a strike. Sanford steals second. That puts 2 runners in scoring position with 1 away. Alexa Hamry on deck and Gabby Olick facing a 3 balls, 2 strike count. Big pitch here for Esterby. The difference between bases loaded and 2 outs. Here's the windup and the delivery of the payoff. Up high for a ball. Olick walks. Or maybe they don't. Okay, and now it's 3-2. That's what I thought. I thought there wasn't that many pitches thrown. Scoreboard in the outfield says 4 balls and 2 strikes. They'll need to make an adjustment on that. So here's the payoff pitch. That one's going to be popped up high, drifting foul, and it would have been out of here had it stayed fair, but not the case, and it remains 3-2. Now they got the scoreboard adjusted. Olick's 0 for 1 with a strikeout looking her last time at the plate. 49 minutes into the ball game. And payoff pitch number 2 coming up here from Esterby. That'll be pitch 62. And that'll be lined into left field. Rader scores from third. They'll send Sammy Sanford from second. She will score.
Second, and bring Rader and Sanford home. Spartans.
That makes it 6-0 Fargo North. And now assistant coach Allison Godden will go out to the circle here and have a conference with her players.
Hey, did you guys hear that Canada might pass a new law that only allows pink vehicles on the road? They're thinking about becoming a pink carnation. There's not that many jokes using the color pink, guys. Give me a break. This has been Laffy Taffy timeout.
62 strikes, 62 pitches, 33 strikes, and 29 balls. Alexa Hamry will be the next batter here that Maddie Esterby faces. We are 50 minutes into the ball game. We're in the top of the third, and Fargo North leads 6-0. And now the home plate umpire is going to join the conference in the circle here, probably going to give a heads up saying, hey, you're going to need to wrap it up soon. And right as she says that, coach walks away. So the batter's Alexa Hamry as we return to the top of the order. She is 0 for 1, a walk and a strikeout swing. Runner on second is Oleg, and she'll bunt. That right back to Esterby. Throw to first, not in time. She's on with a bunt single that advances Oleg over to third. That brings up Sophie Ochoa, 1 for 1 with a walk and a single to left field her last time at the plate. On deck is Ava Kalbrenner. 1 away, we might have a chance to see Sam Martin ascending as well. We'll have to see. Shows bunt. The ball gets away. That allows Hamry to move up to second. One ball, no strikes, 1 away, 2 runners on second and third. Hamry on second, Oleg on third. And the batter, Ochoa, 1 for 1 with a walk and a single, faces a count of 1 ball, no strikes. With 1 away and pitch 65 coming up here from Esterby. 34 of the 64 pitches have been strikes. As the sun starts to come out again and heat us up. That one will come up high for a ball, and it's 2-0 to Ochoa. want to say thanks to the coaches for Fargo North and Fargo South being very generous and getting me their batting lineups in a very expedient manner and plenty of time. Certainly appreciate that. That one come across the inside edge for a strike. That was an excellent pitch there by Esterby. That's the type of pitch you want every high school pitcher to throw. Study the tape on that one if you're a pitcher for one of your high school softball teams. And that one will be hit high, right center field, and it's going back, and it is gone. No, it's not. It must have went over the. It's going to be a ground rule double, I believe. 2 more runs scored.
Spartans. Up next, number 10, Calbrenner.
All right, Ochoa on third. Goes into the books as a ground rule double, which puts on second automatically. It scores the other 2 runs, and then Sophie Ochoa steals third, and that brings up Ava Kalbrenner. Ground out and hit by a pitch last time she was up, and that one's going to be another ground out.
Martin.
Sophie Ochoa still the runner on third. That brings up Sam Martin with 2 away. Martin will step out of the batter's box, take a little extra second. She's 0 for 1, walked and then reached on a fielder's choice. Now come across for a strike, and it's 0-1. Now on the line drive right over to Chloe Bry. That'll end the inning. That's the second time the bat has sent the ball right into the glove of Chloe Bry, and we go to the bottom of the third. Kylie Fike, Maddie Esterby, and Christy Torgensen. It's batters 9, 1, and 2 for the Bruins after this on the ND Sports Channel.
This stage is nowhere near Broadway, and none of these actors will be accepting an Oscar anytime soon. Still, they are rehearsing for something important. While they learn their lines, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, that everyone has a part to play. Skills that will make them stars long after the curtain falls. The National Federation of State High School Associations reminds you that when kids take part in high school activities, they get set for life. This isn't Madison Square Garden. These drills probably won't make anyone a #1 draft pick. But these players are practicing for something important. While they work on their jump shots, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, how to deal with wins and losses. Skills that will make them winners long after they leave the court. Support high school activities in your community, because when kids take part, they get set for life.
All right, welcome back. Bottom of the third, and it is 6-0. Check that, 8-0 in favor of Fargo North. First pitch comes across for a strike. Frank is 3 of 4 on her plate appearances here on the Andy Sports Channel. First at bat in this game. Two hits to left center, one hit to right center, and that one will be a pop-up that drops. And I think it was Sam Martin who picked it up. Yes, it was. So it'll be a direct ground out to Sam Martin, who picks it up, runs over, steps on the bag, and that brings up Maddie Esterby, the pitcher. 1-for-1 with a single to left field. Pitcher versus pitcher battle, and Esterby is winning right now, 1-0 over Gabby Olick. Bottom of the third, one away, a couple minutes shy of the 1 hour mark of the ball game here. That one's gonna be popped up, going into center field. Giving chase is Greta Rader, and she'll make the grab. That brings up Christy Torgensen, who's 0 for 1. Struck out swinging last time at the plate. Torgensen is a junior for the Bruins this year. Olick will pitch number 39 to Torgensen, and that one comes in low for a ball. All right, that brings up Mackenzie Schroeder, 0 for 1 with a direct ground out to Martin at first. Her last time and only time at the plate so far. That pitch comes a little bit low for a ball, 1-0. And the 1-0 windup is up high for 2 balls and no strikes. Once again, 2 away in the bottom of the third as we hit the 1 hour mark of the ball game now. 4:32 time of the first pitch. Swing and a miss on a pitch that might have been ball 3. 2 balls and a strike. And pitch 45 coming up here from Olick. 27 strikes, 17 balls on 44 pitches in 1 hour. Make it 45 pitches in another ball, and it's 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Swing and a miss and a full count. Ball, ball, strike, ball, strike. Swing and a miss, and Olick got her. Alex Agee, Greta Rader, Sophie Cody coming up after 3 innings of play. Fargo North, 8 runs on 9 hits, no Fargo South errors, and 5 left on base. Fargo South, no runs on 1 hit, no Fargo North errors, and 3 left on base. Once again, your next batter, Alex Agee. She'll face pitch 71 from Maddie Esterby when we return after this on the Andy Sports Channel.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level of my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
is number 5, Aggie.
Alex Aggie will kick things off here in the top half of the 5th inning. They lead 8-0. Time of the game so far, 1 hour, 3 minutes. And that'll be lined in through the glove of Chloe Bry. It will not quite go into the outfield. It'll be good for an infield single.
Up next for 9, Raider.
Greta Rader 2 for 2 with a single and a double. Pattern continues. She'll get a triple this time. Just kidding. We'll see Sophie Cody coming up next, and possibly Sammy Sanford descending as well if no double plays occur between now and then. 71 pitches for Esterby. 40 of them have been strikes. The other 31 balls. And pitch 72 coming up here as pitch number 1 to Greta Rader, who's 2 for 2 with a single and a double to left center and left field. That one will come across the outside edge of the plate for a strike. Nice pitch there by Esterby, 0-1. And the 0-1 from Esterby. And that one will hit her right in the back there. She'll walk up to first. Coach Jones will talk to her, make sure that she's okay. That brings up Sophie Cody. Fielder's choice and a strikeout looking. She's 0 for 2. Runners on first and second. You got Alex Agee on second and Greta Rader on first. For the Spartans, who lead 8-0 here in the top of the 4th. And the windup in the pitch. Down low, but high enough for a strike. Right at knee level of Cody, and that puts it into the strike zone for 0-1 count. 1 hour, 5 minutes into the ball game. Esterby, pitch 75 is right now. And 75 is going to be grounded right in the direction of Chloe Bry. She'll pick it up, fire it over into the glove of Maggie Basie for the 5-3 ground out. That puts one away and advances the other 2 runners 60 feet from first and second to second and third. Putting Greta Rader on second and putting Alex Agee on third and bringing up Sammy Sanford, who's 2 for 2 with a single to right center field and a single to left center field. Two runners in scoring position. Here's the windup from Esterby. Little low for a ball. Partly cloudy sky and 73 degrees. South wind at 12. Does not change the feel-like temperature. A drop strike there and makes the count 1 ball, 1 strike. Rader on second, Agee on third. 1 ball, 1 strike to Sanford, and Esterby will wind up and deliver that 1-1 pitch right down the middle for a strike. Excellent pitch by the sophomore, Maddie Esterby. Maggie Basie on first, Krista Torgensen at second, Addie Wagner, the shortstop, Chloe Bry at third, Paige Schroeder, the catcher, Esterby, the pitcher, and then you got Mackenzie Schroeder in left, April Hout in right, and Kylie Fike in center. Pitch comes up high for a ball, and it's 2-2. Next pitch will be pitch number 80 for Esterby. 45 strikes on 79 pitches so far.
Then you can see first a whole lot better than the rest. And then from then the third base is supposed to cover.
And the 2-2 swung on. That's going to hit the handle of the bat. Roll it right back to Esterby. Esterby will throw it to first. Sammy Sanford will bat in Agee on the fielder's choice.
Now he should have moved over there. Because
Actually be a ground out.
I'm gonna have to look at
That makes it 9-0 and advances Greta Rader to third. That'll be grounded right back to Esterby, and Esterby will throw Olick out to end the inning. They'll strand Rader on third, and that will make the score 9-0 heading to the bottom of the fourth. We'll be back after this here on the Indy Sports Channel.
High school sports programs provide valuable lessons for practical life solutions, teamwork, sportsmanship, and hard work. Students learn self-respect through responsibility of their actions through high school activities. There are kids out there, coaches and parents, who appreciate sports officials for doing a tough job with class. More officials are needed, someone like you. Contact your local high school or the North Dakota High School Activities Association to find out how to become an official. A message from the North Dakota High School Activities Association.
All right, through 3.5 innings of play, Fargo North, 9 runs on 10 hits, no South errors, and 6 left on base. While Fargo South has no runs on 1 hit, no North errors, and 3 left on base. 1 hour, 10 minutes into the ball game, and the pitch to Addie Wagner is fouled away for a strike. She's 0 for 1, struck out looking her last time at the plate. And now her second plate appearance. 1 hour and 11 minutes into the ball game. We'll see Chloe Bryan and Maggie Basie this inning for sure. That pitch to Wagner seemed a little low, but to the umpire came in for strike 2. And that one a little bit up high, nobody on base, still goes into the books as a wild pitch.
Yeah, I know. That's what Jane wanted to come, but she had so much stuff going on. Like this is the last game.
Swing and a miss. Wagner goes down swinging. That brings up Chloe Bryan. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center field where Greta Rader made the catch. I don't check that. I think that was actually right center, and Alexa Hamry ran up and made the catch, if I remember correctly. And that one will go off the glove of Agee. That was not off the bat, but it came across as a strike anyway since she swung and missed at it. And that'll be right back towards Olick into center field. Greta Rader will run up on it and fire it back into Ochoa. And that's good for a single for Chloe Bryan. Not much Olick could do about that one. It came lightning quick to her glove side, and she just couldn't quite make the move to make it happen. So that brings up Maggie Basie now.
Here we go, Megs. Bring it in.
Enters the pitch. Down low into the dirt. Pass ball taken off is Chloe Bryan. She'll make it on the pass ball, and it's 1-0 to Maggie Basie, with Bry up on second now. One away here, bottom of the fourth. Bruins trail 9-0 to the Spartans here on their home field. Bruins have not won at home yet this year, but they have not lost yet this year on the Indy Sports Channel. That one's going to deep center field. That one is gone. That is a 2-run home run, and the Fargo South Bruins are on the board. Massey with the 2-run homer over center field. And that'll bring up Paige Schroeder. After 4 innings of play, Park River Fortville Lincoln leads Grafton 4-0 after 4. That's a baseball score for you. If that goes final before this game goes final, we'll certainly pass that along to you here. Once again, the batter is Paige Schroeder. There's one away. April Hout is on deck, and we could possibly see Kylie Fike. And if we did get the Fike, that'd be batter 9 in the lineup. Right now, Schroeder batter 7. She'll face pitch 56 from Gabby Olick. Up high for a ball, 1-0.
Come on, Paige. Put one out there, too.
And that one's going to go to left field. That'll drop for at least a single. Will they send her? They will put on the brakes. Schroeder on the single to left. And the bats are starting to come alive here for Fargo South. They came alive late in the game against Kindred Richland as well. So Fargo North will have to be careful here as Fargo South gets a little bit of momentum. They can carry that momentum into a major dent into the 7-run deficit that they have right now. And they started this inning, it was a 9-run deficit. Now they're going to show bunt. That one's going to be bunt foul and almost bunt over the backstop, but not quite. Hit the upper point of the top chain link at the top of the backstop. And the pitch, and that one's going to be fouled away. 2 fouled away pitches for 2 strikes. Run on first is Paige Schroeder, 1 out. And April Hout, the batter, 0 for 1, struck out swinging last time she was at the plate. This time she will more than likely ground out. Throw to second, throw to first. No, that was a close one too. They almost got the double play, almost, but Hout is first, safe as she runs out the throw to first. Kylie Fike, the batter now, 0 for 1 with a direct ground out to Sam Martin at first her last time at the plate. This one will be fouled. One ball, 1 strike, make it 1 ball, 2 strikes as she swings and misses on that one. Hour 17 minutes into the ball game now, and Olick is going to throw pitch 64 here on the 1-1-2 count to Kylie Fike. That one's going to be popped up, couldn't see it, lost in the sun, and it'll be caught by Cal Brenner at third. That will end the inning. After 4 innings of play, Fargo North, 9 runs on 10 hits, no South errors, and 6 left on base. Fargo South with 2 runs on 4 hits, no North errors, and 4 left on base. Time of the game, 1 hour, 17 minutes. Alexa Hamry will lead things off. It's the top of the order. Batters 1, 2, and 3 will step up to the plate for the Spartans and face pitch 82 and beyond from Maddie Esterby right after this on the ND Sports Channel.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download
Welcome back. Top of the fifth. It's 9-2. North leads South by 7. Alexa Hamry, Sophia Ochoa, and Ava Kalbrenner. It's the top of the order. 1, 2, and 3 for the Spartans here in the top of the fifth. First pitch comes across for a strike. Hamry is 1 for 2. Walk, struck out swinging, and reached on a bunt. One hour, 19 minutes into the ball game now. Hamry will step out, call time, now step back into the batter's box to face the 0-1 count and the 0-1 pitch from Esterby. And Esterby will step up, set up, wind up, and deliver the 0-1. Inside corner, got it. Strike 2. That one will be hit up high, and that one will be popped out to third.
The 2 corners he's got over by Minnie Walker. He sharecrops them basically with the cattle. He's well, and these guys that he's supposedly looking at, he doesn't have the mental capacity to be actually making these decisions. Yeah. Sharecropping is not that good. There was a couple of years in there maybe it was okay as far as farming part of it went. As far as the cattle go, that's
Ochoa 2 for 2. And she'll send this one right to Addie Wagner. Now she's 2 for 3. She was a walk, a single, a ground rule double that we thought for a second was maybe a home run. A 2-run ground rule double, and now she pops out to Addie Wagner at short. On a soft pop-up, we'll call it, and that will go and bring up Ava Kalbrenner. No, check that. Kaylee McCleary, the junior, will step into the number 3 slot in the lineup here for Fargo North, as they are 2 away here. Cleary with a couple of infield hits, 1 hit to right field, 1 hit to right center, and 1 hit to left center. And a handful of ground outs and pop outs on her plate appearances here on the ND Sports Channel so far. And the pitch inside for a ball, 1-0.
Let's go, Maddie.
About 30 acres on the north side of the lane. If you could get that line, we could share crop. Put 2 or 3 cows.
I want to come up high. Nice eye there by Kaylee McCleary. 2-0. Tell that she wanted to swing, but she did not pull the trigger on that, and that was a good choice. 2 balls, no strikes, 88 pitches for Esterby now, 51 strikes, 37 balls. That one comes inside and just misses for ball 3. That one probably could have went either way, to be honest with you, but it's 3 balls and no strikes. And the windup in the delivery of the 3-0. That's over the middle for a strike. That's probably the most down the middle you could throw it. If you think of bowling, all the little arrows on the alley, if you roll it down that center one the whole way, that's how that pitch came down over the plate, right down the middle. And that one be fouled away, and that will create a full count at 3-2. That's 91 pitches for Esterby now. Pitch 92 on the horizon here. 3 balls, a strike, and a fouled away pitch. Pitch number 6 between Esterby and McCleary. And that will be fouled down the third base line again. 3 balls, a strike, and 2 fouled away pitches in that order. pitch 93. That one into left field. McClary's going to be on with at least a single, and that's where she'll put on the brakes. She battled those pitches off long enough and finally got one that she could fire into the outfield, and that puts McClary on first, and we'll have a courtesy runner. Can't see who it is. We'll find out momentarily here who that is. Caitlin Arman will step into the number 4 slot here in place of Sammy Martin. That pitch comes inside for a ball. 2 hits to left center, 1 to right center, and 1 to shallow right, and 3 flyouts. Makes her 4 for 7 on her plate appearances here on the ND Sports Channel. After 5 innings of play, Park River Fortville Lincoln still leads Grafton 5 to nothing. 4 to nothing. 4 to nothing after 5. Swing and a miss there by Caitlin Arman. That's a baseball score, by the way. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now the count to Arman. That one, did it hit her? Nope. Ball. It looked like it got her. Now they will allow the hit by a pitch. You may have heard the Fargo South fan saying that you got to call it earlier, and I agree with the Fargo South fan, but I also agree that it was the correct call to make. So that brings up Alex Agee. Still not entirely sure who the courtesy runner is on second for Kaylee McClary. It might be Haley Ellebrock, actually. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. That one's hit up high, shallow left field. Addie Wagner goes back and makes the grab. We'll see Maddie Esterby, Christy Torgensen, and Mackenzie Schroeder pending changes here and going into the bottom of the 5th. Bruins trail by 7. It's 9-2. Right after this, we're back on the ND Sports Channel. Watch all the games on the ND Sports Channel on your home television screen. If your smart TV, Blu-ray, Xbox, PlayStation, 4K, or DVD player has access to the YouTube app, you can watch the ND Sports Channel on your big screen TV right at home, both live games and replays. Simply click on the YouTube app on your smart TV, and with the remote, move over to the search button, type in or highlight ND Sports Channel, and then select the live feed or browse the game library and watch a previous game on demand anytime you'd like. We invite you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, www.youtube.com/c/ND Sports Channel. You can also watch live games and replays of games on your mobile device using the YouTube app, which can be downloaded from your mobile device's app store if it's not already on your device. Thanks for watching the ND Sports Channel, ND Sports Online. All right, welcome back. Top of the 6th now, and the first pitch here is fouled away by, I believe it's Sophie Cody.
To me, it's still a home run.
Oh, wait, check that. Wrong team.
I've been just doing slow pitch now for a while. I did some fast and no.
It's Maddie Esterby. That one's hit up high. Center field, right in front of the fence. Raider will make the catch. So 1 away, and now they'll bring up Christy Torgensen. We reached the 1 hour, 29-minute mark of the ball game here, trying to keep our equipment cool as possible.
She can even get up.
And that'll be grounded right over to Ochoa. She'll pick it up, fire it over to Kalbrenner at first. Or check that, Caitlin Armin, I meant to say.
2 down for the Spartans.
It brings up Mackenzie Schroeder, 0 for 2, ground out and a strikeout swinging. There's swing and a miss for strike one. The ground out was a direct out ground out to Sam Martin, who was the first baseman at the time of that at-bat. Caitlin Armin takes over the first base position here in the bottom half of the 5th. No other changes, at least to the best of my knowledge, as I scan around the field here. Everybody looks like they're in the spot that they're supposed to be. That one's going to be popped up, foul, and that will be remain. It's strike 2 now, and it'll remain strike 2.
Come on, Matt.
Swing and a miss, and Schroeder goes down for the second time swinging in this game. That'll send us to the top of the 6th with Greta Rader, Sophie Cody, and Sammy Sanford. Through 5 innings of play, Fargo North, 9 runs on 11 hits, no South errors and 8 left on base. Fargo South, 2 runs on 4 hits, no Spartan errors and 4 left on base. Time of the game, 1 hour and 30 minutes. Greta Rader will face pitch 99. 99 from Maddie Esterby, unless we have a pitching change. When we return after this, here on the ND Sports Channel.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level of my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
Ready for the Spartans is number 9, Vader.
Greta Rader, 2 for 2, single, double, and hit by a pitch. In that order on 3 plate appearances so far in the contest. 9-2, Spartans lead. That one's fouled away for a strike out of play over the Bruins dugout. One hour, 33 minutes into the ball game now, and pitch 100 for Maddie Esterby comes right now on an 0-1 count to Greta Rader. Up high for a ball on 100 pitches, 58 strikes and 42 balls. And pitch 101 coming up next. 1 ball, 1 strike to Greta Rader. Once again, 2 for 2 with a single to left, I believe it was. No, a single to left center, and then a double to left down the third base line. That one's hit up into the gap in right center. That will drop for a single. That brings up Sophie Cody. And that one's going to be hit left field. Going deep and getting underneath it is Mackenzie Schroeder. Cody will fly out to left field. Rader is held on first. Sammy Sanford steps up to the plate now, 2 for 3. A single to right center, a single to left center, and then a ground out on a 1-3 back to Esterby. She'll face pitch 103 from Esterby right now. And that pitch is a little high for a ball, 1-0. 9-2 in favor of the Spartans. Spartans got on the board 4-0 in the first. Neither team scored in the second. Fargo North added 4 more in the top of the third to take an 8-0 lead into the fourth, where they would take a 9-0 lead before Fargo South got on the board in the bottom of the fourth with a 2-run home run by Maggie Basie. And that's been the only scoring so far. Neither team scored in the fifth, and here we are with one away in the top of the sixth now. Batter 8, Sammy Sanford. We'll see Gabby Olick on deck. Swing and a miss. The ball goes through the legs of Schroeder, and that will advance Rader up to second on the drop strike pass ball, if that's even such a thing. It goes on the stat book as a pass ball if you're scoring at home. One and 2 the count. That one comes low for a ball, and that'll make it 2 balls, 2 strikes. That one will come inside for another ball. That one comes across for a strike. That was a good pitch there by Esterby. That is out number 2, and that brings up Gabby Olick, who grounded out her last time. Prior to that, she swung and hit a ball to left field for a double. 1 hour, 37 minutes, time of the ball game. Maddie Esterby will throw pitch 109 here to Gabby Olick. That one comes up a little bit high for a ball. Two away in the top of the sixth. The 1-0 pitch is down low and inside for ball 2. Any lower and it would have been in the dirt. Now come across on the upside edge for a strike. 2 balls and a strike, 111 pitches, 64 strikes, 47 balls. 1 hour, 30 minutes into the ball game. And the windup in the 2-1. In for strike 2. So Olick gets ahead of the count, 2-0. And then Esterby battles back to make it 2-2. After 6, it's Park River leading the drafted Spoilers by a score of 4-0 still. And once again, that's after 6 innings of play. So we may get a final on that one. We'll see which of these 2 games goes final first. That pitch comes up high and takes the 2-2 count to a full count at 3-2, and a payoff pitch on the horizon here for Esterby. That payoff pitch will be pitch 114. 2 away if Olick gets on, and we'll see Alexa Hamry. We'll go back to the top of the order. And the windup in the 3-2. Payoff in for a strike, and Olick goes down looking. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. Addie Wagner, Chloe Bryan, Maggie Basie, the one who hit the 2-run home run, is responsible for the 2 runs so far for the Bruins. She'll be up in the bottom of the 6th when we return after this here on the ND Sports Channel.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
All right, welcome back. Addie Wagner will lead things off here in the bottom half of the 6th inning as we reach the 1 hour, 41-minute mark of the ball game here. We'll see Chloe Bryan this inning. We'll see Maggie Basie this inning as well. Maggie Basie is the reason why the Bruins have 2 runs. It was a 2-run shot over the center field fence last time at the plate. As that pitch from Oleg will roll into the dirt for ball 1 to the freshman Addie Wagner, who's 0 for 2. Struck out looking, followed by a strikeout swinging. 1-0 the count now, and that one be grounded down to third. Calburn will pick it up, fire it over to Caitlin Armand for the 5-3 and out number 1 of the inning. That's officially 75 pitches for Gabby Olick now, 50 strikes and 25 balls on the afternoon here for the junior Gabby Olick. Once again, Caitlin Armand taking over for Sam Martin at first. Otherwise, everybody else is in the same spot. You got Sophie Cody at second, Sophie Ochoa, the shortstop, Ava Kalburner at third, Alex Agee behind the plate, Gabby Olick pitching, Sammy Sanford in left, Greta Rader in center, and Alexa Hamry in right. As that pitch will come low for a ball. 1-0. The batter once again, Chloe Bryan, 1 for 2, a fly out to right center, and then a single to center field. Another ball thrown by Olick, and it's 2-0 to Bryan. And that one will just get over the glove of Olick, picked up by Cody, and she can't handle it. It's gonna go into the books as an error. That's the first error of the game. That brings up Maggie Basie, struck out looking her first time and hit the 2-run shot over the center field fence last time she was at the plate. Let's see if she can duplicate that performance here as Chloe Bryan is on first. If I remember correctly, the runner was on first last time. Either that or they just advanced to second. Can't quite remember. Either way, it was a 2-run shot. I want to come up high for a ball, and now Agee will toss it up to Armand at first. Bry will remain in check at first.
Here we go, Meg.
1 ball, 1 strike. Inside edge of the plate, strike 2. Great pitch there by Gabby Olick.
Not yours, Maggie. Find yours.
And that one will hit the dirt for a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. A strike, a ball in that order on 4 pitches here. Now pitch number 5 from Olick on the way to Basie, and it's up high for ball 3. Strike, ball, 3-2. And the payoff pitch. That one's gonna be hit towards center field again, and it's going back, and it's gonna hit the yellow tape, and they will call it a ground rule double. It hit the yellow tape on the outfield fence. Not exactly sure how they're going to score it in the dugout. I'm going to put it in as a ground rule double. My humble opinion, maybe it should have been a home run. In any other softball game, on a regular fence, it would have been a home run. So Maggie Basie on second, Chloe Bry on third, and now it's Paige Schroeder now. Takes the first pitch for a strike. She walked her first time and then singled out into left field, her most recent trip to the plate. That one's going to be popped up, and that'll be out of play and right down by the PA announcer.
Yeah, put your camera up there. That ought to do the camera a lot of good. Oh, that's what I was saying. I want to get really good for that.
And the 0-2 inside for a ball, 1-2.
Smart in there, 11. Find a good one.
Pitch 88 coming up here from Gabby Olick. Right down the middle for a strike. Basie goes down on, or check that, Paige Schroeder goes down on strikes. Or at least I thought she did. I thought it was a 1-2 count, but I guess not. The scoreboard's showing 2-2. And that one is fair or foul? It's foul. Went right over the head of Chloe Bry at third. Couldn't quite tell if that was on the left or right side of the third base line. The ump said it was on the left side. They'll remain 2-2 as a result. I want to go into the dirt. Now it's a full count at 3-2. 90 pitches, 57 strikes, 33 balls for Gabby Olick. An hour and 47 minutes into the ball game. We've been on the air with the pregame show for just shy of an hour 55. They're saying she went with the swing, and
that wasn't even close.
I'll bring up April Haupt. And she struck out swinging her first time at the plate and reached on a fielder's choice her most recent time. There's 2 away and 2 runners on. Maggie Basie on second, Chloe Bry on third, and April Haupt, it's up to her. She'll face pitch 92 from Gabby Olick. And I think maybe, I don't know if that got a piece of the bat or if it maybe went off the left shoulder pad of Alex Hagee. Either way, it's a strike. And that one's up high, and now coming home is Chloe Bry, and there will be no throw, and the Bruins get one more. So it's 9-3 now, and Maggie Basie advances to third, and the count is 1 ball, 1 strike. And once again, that one went off the mitt, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. At least I think it is. Scoreboard still says 0-1, but it should be 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now it says 0-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on third is Maggie Basie, and here's the 2-2 pitch. That one's going to be popped up and fouled away, and it'll remain 2-2. And pitch 97 coming up here for Olick. Maddie Esterby has already crossed the century mark on pitches, and Gabby Olick is 4 shy of the century mark right now. And the 2-2, swing and a miss, and pitch 97 will be one to end the bottom of the 6th on a strikeout. And we'll see Alexa Hamry, Sophie Ochoa, and we'll see if Kaylee McCleary stays in the number 3 spot or not. Batters 1, 2, and 3, top of the lineup for the Spartans in the top of the 7th. When we return after this here on the ND Sports Channel.
Okay, here are 3 important reasons why your son or daughter should play a sport in high school.
Number 1.
High school sports teach valuable life lessons like self-discipline and time management skills.
2.
Teens who play a high school sport have better grade point averages.
And number 3.
High school sports are safer than ever before.
This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators.
Top of the 7th we go now, and it is 9-3 in favor of Fargo North over Fargo South here. Bruins still looking for their first win at home on the season. They're 0-4 at the moment, and they're pretty close to being 0-5 here. We'll see if they can get the bats going in the bottom half of the 7th here. But first, they got to get the Spartans out in the top half, and the throw to first is not in time. Hamry will run out the throw for an infield single towards the second baseman, and that'll bring up Sophie Ochoa. Two for three, a walk, a single, ground rule double, and a flyout. We've had 2 ground rule doubles that, I mean, I'm not back there to see exactly what happened, but in my opinion, they should have been home runs. They turned into runs regardless, but showing bunt, pulls it back. Hamry takes off. They're called strike, and there'll be no throw, and Hamry will get credit for the stolen base. She took off right as the pitch left the hand of Esterby, and she was already halfway there by the time the pitch came across home plate. So even though it was a pass ball, it's going to go into the books as a stolen base. Swung on into the backstop here for strike 2. 0-2 the count now to Sophie Ochoa. Once again, she's 2 for 3, a walk, a single, and a ground rule double and a flyout. And here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss. Ochoa on the drop third strike will get thrown out at first. And that will advance Hamry over to third. That's one away.
What? I don't know, he wants her safe.
Discussion here on the field. See if I can. Okay, well, I thought she was out anyway, so I guess they wanted to confirm it. Ava Kalbrenner re-enters at the number 3 spot in the lineup here. Takes the first pitch for a ball. She's 0 for 2. Ground out, hit by a pitch and a ground out. First ground out was a 6-3. The second ground out was a 4-3. That one's going to be popped up third base, and making the play is Chloe Bry. That's 2 away. That'll bring up Caitlin Armin, 0 for 0. She was hit by a pitch last time she was at the plate. It was a delayed hit by the pitch call that some of the Fargo South Bruin fans got a little, not necessarily upset on the fact that they disagreed on the call, but they wanted the ump to call it sooner. That will be a strike. I'm not sure if Armin meant to swing at that one or not, but her body motion sent the bat through the swing, and that goes into the books as 0-1. 6 minutes shy of the 2-hour mark of the ball game here. Only an hour short of the game that Fargo South played a couple days ago. Of course, that was assisted by about a half-an-hour rain delay too, so. And that'll be grounded foul for strike 2. Count to Caitlin Armin is 0-2. Two away, top of the 7th. That pitch comes into the dirt. Schroeder keeps it in front of her so that Hamry stays on third. Hamry trying to get home before that third out occurs. Right now, 1 ball, 2 strikes to Caitlin Armin, who was hit by a pitch and is 0 for 0 as a result. That pitch comes up high, and that's 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the next pitch from Maddie Esterby will be pitch 125 as Schroeder trying to pick off Hamry at third. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch 125 coming up right now here from Maddie Esterby. Up high for a ball, 3-2. On 125 pitches, 73 strikes and 52 balls. 1 hour and 57 minutes into the ball game. 2 hours and 5 minutes into our broadcast. And that one will be fouled into the cage, and Armin will stay alive for at least 1 more pitch.
Should take that ball out.
Payoff pitch number 2 on the horizon here for Esterby to Armin. And here it comes. Strike 3 down the middle, got her looking. That ends the inning. Strands the runner on third, and we'll head to the bottom of the 7th, where the Bruins will need at least 6 runs, and they have 3 outs to work with. We'll see what Kylie Fike, Maddie Esterby, and Christy Torgensen, 9, 1, and 2 are the scheduled batters. We're going to return after this on the ND Sports Channel.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level of my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
All right, welcome back. Bottom of the 7th. The Bruins need at least 6 runs. Otherwise, this game will be over. And we'll see if Kylie Fike can start things off here. So far, she hasn't had too much success. She's 0 for 2 with a direct ground out to the then first baseman, Sam Martin, and then a fly out to third base to Ava Kalbrenner. As a result, 0 for 2. 2 hours, 7 minutes, time of the broadcast. The game has now hit 2 hours. First pitch at 4:32, we're at 6:32 now. Two balls, no strikes, and pitch 100 comes across for ball 3. 62 strikes and 38 balls on 100 pitches at the 2 hour mark of the ball game. And it's a one, well, they're saying it's 1-2. That one's popped up, and making the grab is Ochoa. So we'll undo that. We'll say it was 1-2. I don't know if it was, though. And Fike will pop out to Ochoa. And that'll bring up Maddie Esterby, the pitcher. She's won one of the 3 battles against Gabby Olick here on the batter's side of the pitcher versus pitcher battle. That one will be grounded over to Ochoa, picks it up, fires it over, not in time. That one's going to go into the fence, and Esterby's going to go for second. And she's on with a single and advances the second on the second error of the game. Throwing error. So she's in scoring position with one away, and now Christy Torgensen, 0 for 2, struck out swinging, hit by a pitch and a ground out in that order on her 3 plate appearances so far in this contest. And pitch 103 is a little low for a ball. So on 103 pitches, since we reversed the couple balls into a 1-2 or whatever, 66 strikes and 37 balls on 103 pitches. That one, did that nick her on the elbow? It did, yep.
Mac, we need a big one.
So that brings up Mackenzie Schroeder. Now Alex Agee will take a trot up to the pitching circle, and the teammates will join her. And with 2 runners on and 1 away here in the bottom of the 7th, the Bruins have 2 runners on, and Mackenzie Schroeder represents run number 6. If the 2 on base and Schroeder can get across the plate. Pitch 105 will be the first pitch to Schroeder. And here's the pitch. Down low inside for a ball. Looked like it may have crossed the edge. Maybe the sand needs to be wiped off the left edge of the plate there. That's about where the ball crossed over. There's a strike. 1-1.
Oh, you saw it, Mac. Oh, you saw it, Mac.
Ground out. And then on her next 2 at-bats, strikeout swinging, strikeout swinging. In that order on her 3 plate appearances so far. 2 balls and a strike to Schroeder. 2 balls and 2 strikes on the fouled away pitch to Schroeder. 68 strikes, 40 balls on 108 pitches. 2 hours, 3 minutes into the ball game. 2 hours, 11 minutes into the broadcast. The windup in the delivery, and that one's going to be popped up. Foul territory, first base. Olick makes the running grab. 2 away, and the runners will stay on first and second. It's up to Addie Wagner now to keep Fargo South alive here. Strikeout looking, a strikeout swinging, and a ground out to third on those 3 in that order on 3 plate appearances. That one skimmed off the bat. It'll go into the books as a fouled away pitch. Swing and miss. She climbed the ladder, and the ball was a little bit higher up on the ladder there. 0-2. So could pitch 112 end the game? We'll find out. And it does. strikeout looking. That ends the game, and your final score, Fargo North 9, Fargo South 3. Time of the game, 2 hours and 4 minutes. Fargo North, 13 hits, check that, 9 runs on 13 hits, no Fargo South errors, and 10 left on base. Fargo South, 3 runs on 6 hits and 2 Fargo North errors and 7 left on base. Once again, time of the game, 2 hours and 4 minutes. We'll take a break, come back with your post-game show right after this here on the ND Sports Channel.
This is Michael Hall, a senior at Kindred High School and the 2018-19 North Dakota High School Activities Association Distinguished Student. While the scoreboard reveals the winner of a high school athletic contest, the real winners are those that display good sportsmanship. We need those people who treat competition as a game and not a war. People who show genuine concern for an injured player and those who accept all decisions of the game officials. Remember to be a good sport and a good citizen when you attend a high school game. A public service message from the North Dakota High School Activities Association.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in North Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level of my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
Did you miss any or all of this live game broadcast? Not to worry. Over 90% of the games streamed on the ND Sports Channel are available on demand 24/7 under Game Rewind on our website, so you can watch the game anytime. You can also take advantage of the DVR feature and watch a delayed version of this live broadcast, and at any time return to live action simply by clicking the live button. Now you don't have to miss your son's huge game-winning goal or your daughter's set ceiling ace serve. ND Sports Channel, ND Sports Online.
High school sports programs provide valuable lessons for practical life solutions, teamwork, sportsmanship, and hard work. Students learn self-respect through responsibility of their actions through high school activities. There are kids out there, coaches and parents, who appreciate sports officials for doing a tough job with class. More officials are needed, someone like you. Contact your local high school or the North Dakota High School Activities Association to find out how to become an official. A message from the North Dakota High School Activities Association.
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in North Dakota. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Just a reminder, kids who participate in high school activities tend to go a little farther than those who don't. Take part. Get set for life.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical North Dakota high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
This isn't Madison Square Garden. These drills probably won't make anyone a #1 draft pick, but these players are practicing for something important. While they work on their jump shots, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, how to deal with wins and losses. Skills that will make them winners long after they leave the court. Support high school activities in your community, because when kids take part, they get set for life.
The game is close. It's a big rivalry. Students jump out of their seats while the cheerleaders lead the chanting. Everyone is on edge. The shot is up and the buzzer sounds. All eyes follow the ball. Will it fall through the net? You can hear the hush of the crowd. With your whistle, you watch if his feet were inside the line or not. The crowd erupts. It's a game winner. Or is it? You make the call. Become an official. Contact your local high school. A message from the North Dakota High School Activities Association.
This stage is nowhere near Broadway, and none of these actors will be accepting an Oscar anytime soon. Still, they are rehearsing for something important. While they learn their lines, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, that everyone has a part to play. Skills that will make them stars long after the curtain falls. The National Federation of State High School Associations reminds...
All right, well, unintentionally, because we hit the wrong button, come to out of that break early here, and we'll go into our game recap. Once again, your final score, Fargo North 9 and Fargo South 3. Fargo North would get on the board quickly here with 4 runs in the top of the first inning. Nobody would score in the second inning, and Fargo North would take that 4-0 lead into the third and double it to make it 8-0 with 4 more runs in the top of the third. They would go into the fourth inning leading 8-0. They would tack on 1 more in the top of the fourth to make it 9-0 before Fargo South would finally get on the board on a 2-run home run by Maggie Basie over the center field fence. And at that point, it was 9-2. Neither team would score in the fifth, and the Bruins would hold the Spartans scoreless in the top half of the sixth before they would tack on 1 more in the bottom of the sixth to make it 9-3 as neither team would score in the seventh. And your final score, once again, Fargo North, 9 runs on 13 hits, no South errors, and 10 left on base. Fargo South, 3 runs on 6 hits and 2 Spartan errors and 7 left on base. Time of the game, 2 hours and 4 minutes. Let's take a look at how these teams look now after this game has come to a conclusion. And Fargo North, well, they improved to 9-11 on the year. They're now 5-6 on the road and 6-3 against EDC opponents. They've scored 141, and they've outscored their opponents 141 to 136. For the Fargo South Bruins, let's see here. There we go. For the Fargo South Bruins, it is, there we go. That's where we need to be. They fall to 4-7 on the year, 0-5 at home, and 1-7 against EDC opponents. They've been outscored by their opponents by a tally of 68 runs to 126 runs allowed. They will have their next game against Fargo Shanley coming up tomorrow, and that is at Fargo Shanley. You can catch that game on Shanley TV. I'm pretty sure of that if you are interested. We'll take another timeout. When we come back, we'll take a look at the upcoming game schedule for these two. We'll select the player of the game and get to our next game broadcast as well. As we do that, when your post-game show continues here from South Fargo at Fargo South High School. Once again, your final score, Fargo North 9 and Fargo South 3. Back with the rest of the post-game show to wrap it up in a moment.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
High school sports programs provide valuable lessons for practical life solutions, teamwork, sportsmanship, and hard work. Students learn self-respect through responsibility of their actions through high school activities. There are kids out there, coaches and parents, who appreciate sports officials for doing a tough job with class. More officials are needed. Someone like you. Contact your local high school or the North Dakota High School Activities Association to find out how to become an official. A message from the North Dakota High School Activities Association.
Good.
All right, welcome back. Once again, your final score, Fargo North wins 9-3. And coming up next here for the Fargo South Bruins, They will have Fargo Shanley on tomorrow, and then they'll wrap up the regular season against the Moorhead Spuds. And for the Fargo North Spartans, their next game will be a doubleheader on tomorrow against Grand Forks Red River, 5 and 7 o'clock, and then they'll have Grand Forks Central 5 and 7, and they'll have West Fargo to wrap up the regular season on the 18th of May. All those games, home games for the Spartans. Player of the game, we're going to go with, that's not the right graphic there. Let's pull up this graphic instead. And it's going to be Gabby Olick for the Spartans. She would pitch all 7 innings, face 31 batters, 40 balls, 72 strikes on 112 pitches thrown, allowed 3 runs, 10 strikeouts, 3 looking, 7 swinging, allowed 6 hits, walked 1 batter, hit 2 batters, and had allowed an on-base percentage of just 2.290. Final scores on our website. You can find out when this game will be available for a 24/7 replay by going to that page right there. And then you can go over to our game schedule page to find out the next contest coming up, and we'll have that doubleheader against Grand Forks Red River for you tomorrow from Mickelson Park up in North Fargo. And then the game rewind button on our website there, down the left-hand side of the screen in alphabetical order. Click on Fargo North or Fargo South, and you'll find this game easily. That's going to wrap it up here, and your final score, once again, 9-3 in favor of the Spartans over the Bruins here. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll talk to you next time tomorrow for the Bruins and the Rough Riders right here on, or check that, the Spartans and the Rough Riders right here on the ND Sports Channel.
Thanks for watching this presentation of the ND Sports Channel. Did you miss any of the game? Check out Game Rewind on our website at ndsportschannel.com.